All right, I'm on the other device. I can't. I need to finish this day. See how this turns out. So let's see how magical or unmagical this card's going to be. If this is that 18th core that I was telling you about, we're going to be doomed. But let's see. Well, it's the 5th core. This is interesting because there's nothing for him to deploy. So he's going to activate the 1st, 9th, and 5A divisions. Now, the bad news is he's activating twice in a row. And remember, I had them out of supply, and there's going to be a really good chance that through these actions, they're going to get out of supply or get back into supply. But it's just the 1st, 9th, and 5A, and I think that is everybody for them. I'm not sure there's anybody outside of that. Here's the 9th, for example. There's the 1st. This one won't activate. He's the 2nd. This is the 1st. That guy's the 2nd. And that one's the 99th, actually. And that one is just a recon. So just the 1st, 9th, and 5th. So this stack here, who's low on supply, actually doesn't activate at all. This one doesn't either. So it's only him and him. And he is surrounded, so they are going to activate. So there's no question they're activating. So 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be in this order. So strengthen. So if a unit is proximate to, but not stacked with an allied unit with strength less than 3, to which German units with total strength greater than 7 are also proximate, he's going to move to the closest qualifying stack. And then the unit or stack that's moved to is then considered to have performed an action. So they wouldn't get to take an action themselves. But they have to preserve the line, avoid surround, and protect VP. So it starts with 39 down to 1. Okay, so in a nutshell, what they're trying to do is reinforce somebody else. So a perfect example here is that this guy is strength 3 or less, and he is next to a German or proximate to one. And so he wants to reinforce him. So he would move to there. And in fact, he's not on a VP hex. He doesn't have to preserve the line because he's got zone of control. And so does this one. So he will. He's going to move there and reinforce the VP hex. That's the strengthen. So that's his action. Okay? These guys aren't going to do anything. And those are the only ones that activate. So the only ones left are the ones that are surrounded. So that's done. That actually stinks that they did that. But yeah, and the strength of the German units had to be greater than 7, by the way, and they were. The Piper unit himself is just 5, and then there was another stack next to it. So that's, hold on. They can't violate movement rules. So what he would do is he would spend 2 movement points to go here, and then 1 movement point to go there. So he can do it. He can do it. It just required moving a little differently. Okay? All right. So the next one, the next 2 are pullback. So they're the same exact action. So I'm just going to toss this one because you can see that they both impact the same range of units. So if they don't do it here, they're not going to do it there. These are the same exact situation. They don't change them, by the way. Okay, so unit stack is in a hex less than 5. Remember, look here, there's no protect VP criteria. So this is the one time that they may actually leave a VP hex. Able to move and out of control or in danger of surround. Okay, they're not able to move. They're completely surrounded. So if they're out of contact, move, or out of communication, move to as close as possible to a hex in allied communication. If they're in communication, move back, stop when in. See, they can't do it because they're completely surrounded. They're not in danger of surround. They're already surrounded, so they're stuck. And now, since they didn't do anything, they would get an improvement marker, but they're in a town, and towns can't get improvement markers. So nothing happens to those 2 units that we have surrounded. They stay where they were. That withdrawal under fire would have helped them But I don't know, they may not have withdrawn under fire if they had, because they're on a VP hex. I don't remember what the card says on it. Okay, so it's back to us now. That could have been worse. We can't activate the yellow core, so we're not going to do them. I'm looking at this one right here, for sure. This one's a nice one too. There's a lot of nice ones out here, but I'm looking, well, maybe I can activate something else and then do this one second, so we can do 2 commands. Let me look at that possibility. Like this one is only 2 command points. And who are they? Those are the red units way up north. Not much to do with them. So let's see if we can activate that one. So we're going to try to activate them. All right, so the situation here is I can try to take out that tank again, which I know has been hard, but it would be really nice to take out that tank. The problem is if I move both of these units away, I lose my surround on him. But I could at least just do one, like that, and then that puts extra points against that tank. Let's give it a try. And then these 2 will come over. So this is 2 command points. If I have a 1 command point card, I can try to do that and see if it'll help. I have assault coordination and reinforced battle. Neither of those are going to help. So that's it. So if I were to do this combat, let's think this through. This is 3, 7, 10, 12 to 4. That's 3 to 1. I will do it. Okay, and there's going to be no combat tactics, and so he's going to have a 2 minimum, and we're going to have 5. 4 for the units, and then 1 because they're elite. And just making sure nobody was bracketed, and they're not. Okay, so it's 1 to 5, 3 to 1 odds. So let's draw his card, and he got a no command. He gets an engineer. Ooh, that's going to help him. The engineer, he's not in a town, which is what I was really digging, but now he got an improvement marker. So that stinks. Okay, so that means we got to hit him twice before he even retreats once. So here's the 2. Sorry, my hand's in the way. It is not a 1 hex attack. It's not a flank attack. He does have armor, so both of these did nothing. So now we got to draw 3 more. I don't know if this is going to be worth it, but let's try. 1, 2, 3. It's not a large attack. No allied air power. Defender is not green. Defender is not elite. Defender does not have artillery. There was like no hits anybody. So that was a completely wasted command. That's unfortunate. Okay, so now we're going to do purple. And this is really a crucial decision, how I handle this. I want to march towards Bastogne. I really do. But I think there's value in taking him out because of the way the reserve rules work. When you play your first game, the only thing I can suggest to you is that reserves come out within 3 spaces of where another unit already is. So if I can destroy this unit, the reserves are going to start way down here. Way down here. So that means it's going to take them a while to finally get to the point where they can... I mean, there'll be one that'll be 3 spaces away, like here. And then another one that's 3 spaces away here. And then another one that's 3 spaces away there. And they'll eventually get up to where you are. But you make them, like, spend 4 units to get up there. Whereas with this guy here, it would just be bing, 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 and then boom, somebody's going to pop in right here, and then they're going to be in the way between us and Bastogne. You see what I'm saying? The other thing is if I move towards Bastogne, there's probably going to be a roadblock. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look to see if I have a crappy unit, like, for example, this one. And I'm going to just start moving them towards Bastogne. So this is 1, this is 2. So now I have to do multiple roadblock checks. I have to check here, here, and there. So let's do the 3 on the top first. Okay, no roadblock here. How about here? That one gets a roadblock. Now, do we have to stop? The answer is no. We do not stop because our road does not go directly into that roadblock. So we do not have to stop. I'm 99% sure. So let me just make sure. Roll die when a German unit moving, advancing, or reinforcing enters a hex adjacent to an empty in-supply allied position hex with a road that is itself not adjacent to any other unit. Then you roll a die. The roadblock effects. A German unit may not enter a hex with a roadblock marker at any time. Roadblock markers don't exert zone of control. A German unit must stop moving or advancing upon entering a hex that is adjacent to the roadblock's hex and connected by a road. That's the key thing. The unit need not stop if it enters a hex adjacent to a roadblock but not connected by a road, or if retreating. Roadblocks do not negate German zone of control. Okay, so we get to keep moving, and that's the idea. But we got to roll for this one. Oh no, that's the worst possible roll. Okay, now we got to stop. So here's what I was hoping for. I was hoping to at least move to here and then roll for Bastogne and then get like a nice miracle roll. Well, that was not going to do it. But let's say I would have gotten a 9, then Bastogne would have been free for us to just move right in. But now, look at this. I got 2 roadblocks, and I do have to stop this time. Excuse me. So we're going to destroy the crap out of this guy. He has zone of control, so I can't get behind him. But I am going to, this guy, see, this guy can spend 2 movement points to go there, and we'll just go here with him, and then these 2 are going to go there with him as well. It's not the best attack in the world, but it's at least something. And then these guys get 5 movement points. All 3 of them. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we have to do roadblock checks for here, but not here, because this is adjacent to a unit. And the rules also say you never check roadblocks for the same place twice in the same impulse. So I do have to check for up there, though. Okay, so nothing happens. And so I am going to move forward to there. Okay, and then this guy, we're in great shape right now because this particular road is currently blocked by Germans, so the Allies can't trace supply up and down this road, and this is the only way that's going east and west, and we got that covered too. So this guy can move 3, that's 1, and then we're going to do 2, 3 to get more strength there. And then this one will go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to add strength to him because he has no zone of control, so we're going to give him some zone of control like that. So yeah, we're going to put some fight up against Bastogne there. Now let's resolve this. I can do reinforce or assault coordination, but that doesn't do me any good. I could do fixed artillery, but I think he's too far away. The FAR rating for today is 4. So here's the west wall, right here. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we got it. So I'm going to play this card for fixed artillery, and add artillery to the battle. Okay, so he has 1 pip. And we have, this is a bracket, this is 1, 2, 3 for being elite, 4, and 5. And then 1 more for the assault or the combat tactic, so 6 for us. Let's draw a card for him. He's getting engineers. He's in a town, so it doesn't do squat for him. All right, so he's going to draw 1. And right there, attacker artillery. We just got our hit. That's going to be negated by the town, but that's what we need. And we're going to go all the way up to 6. Let's blast him. It's going to be just like the Star Wars guys, the stormtroopers. Blast them! 2, 3. We got to stop. Hammer time. Okay. 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he's not in a city. He is in a town. That doesn't help us. He's in Broken. There's greater than 3 to 1. Trust me on that. This one does not happen. And neither does this one. So we did 1, 2, 2 hits on him, and then 1 hit on us. 2 hits on him is enough to kill him. No, it's not. Dang it. Newman. All right. Here's the problem. 2 hits on him is not enough to kill him because he's just going to retreat twice. He's going to go 1 and then 2 and buckle his shoe like that. We'll go ahead and take the city, and I am down to 1 pip on multiple guys here. So I'm going to have to take a hit with an elite unit, which hurts. And I can move 2 spaces. One of them has to be this one. See, he's in a forest, so I'm just really concerned about this again. So I could go 1, 2, like so, and at least stay on. It stays on the road. By the way, when you do your 2 hex advance, you don't have to worry about movement points. If the Allies were able to slice through things and go across the river, so can you. Yeah, I'm okay with that, because then if I can somehow come through and take him out, I can get to Bastogne from behind. But the fact that he stayed alive, I just so angry about that. Okay, that's the end of my my impulse. I have 3 cards. There's only 1 card left, and it's this one. So, oh, you know what I wanted to do? Before I did this, before I did all this, I wanted to play this one. Because I played at, the blue one was 2 commands, this one was going to be 3, and I need 4 to end the impulse. So if you don't mind, I'm going to play this. I was activating the 5FJ division. Trust me, it has no impact on any of this that's going on up there. But that's what I wanted to do. It would have been in between the blue and this. Because this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to get these guys going because we have ourselves a situation where I needed to roll for destroyed bridges. So let's do this one first. That one's fine. This one, that one's destroyed. Okay, so we do have a destroyed bridge here. Remember, the Allies always get to try to destroy a bridge when you approach it. And all bridges are under Allied control. So that's another destroyed bridge there. So that impacts what I'm going to do here. So this unit, for example, is going to stay here because it exerts zone of control and it prevents them from tracing supply up this road. Actually, no. This unit's going to go over and take Edelbrook. And in doing so, this yellow becomes green. We now control that bridge. Now, we have to do a check here for this bridge. And so this bridge is fine, and this bridge is currently yellow, but if we start our turn there, it'll become green. Okay, so by putting this unit here, he has a bracket, but he's in a town, and he now exerts control. Okay? And he exerts control here, which prevents them from doing supply up this road. And this also cancels supply here, which means they can't go along this road. However, these guys can still go, these guys can still go down here, but I just cut off supply from going west or north, okay, by having this unit here. Okay, so this is the bridge that's ours. This bridge is not, and I'm talking about this bridge right here. And then this bridge is allied for now, but it did not blow up. This one is blown up. Okay, now I'm gonna move that over to the other side. That was just one unit. I still have this unit, which is here, and this unit that's there to do something with. And I thought there was something else. Oh, this is 2 victory points. Ding, 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 ding. So we are at 8. All right, we're pushing hard in the south because we know that the airborne is not available to deploy this turn. So this unit could go across this bridge, but that would be his entire move because the bridge is destroyed, which is unfortunate because this, I would like to get behind him, and I can't. So what I can do instead is just go 1 and then 2, which would give me control of this bridge, and then we would check to see if this bridge gets destroyed. But then this unit is now across a river, which is a pain in the butt. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and then I have to check a roadblock. Oh no. I am just doing awful roadblock checks right now. I mean, this 2 should not have happened. So a roadblock is there, so I have to stop. That's the last place I wanted to stop. I wanted to at least be, you know, I was trying to get down behind him so I can flank this guy. All right, so then this one, we're going to move up 1, 2, and I'm just going to hold this city here with him. I could move him over to here, but I, you know what, I'm going to move him there so that way they can have more strength. And that, because there's that card that automatically hits you if you have a 2 situational strength. But when you're in a town, you actually get a 3 situational strength, so I don't think it would hurt us. I'm torn. I really am. I think that being here is just as good as being there because of the zone of control prevents them from moving. You know what? I'm going to keep him here. And then this guy wasn't allowed to move, so he has to stay there for now. Okay, so I wanted to do that because we scored 2 victory points. That's the big excitement. And I was hoping to flank this turd, but I didn't. And then I was trying to flank this turd, and I couldn't, and I ended up bringing out another roadblock. So that wasn't very exciting. These roadblocks are going to destroy me. Okay, it is now their impulse. And like I said, we drew all the final cards. So let's... it's the 5th core again that's activating. This is ridiculous. This time it's the 2nd and 99th, which is the ones that did not activate last time. The 2nd and 99th. We're going to have to do the check to see if they activate. Okay, so are they wandering behind enemy lines? No. Are they in danger of surround? This one is the second. He's in a VP hex, so even if he can be surrounded, he doesn't care. This one, with them being surrounded, would not have triggered either. And then this is second and 99 here. All right, is this guy in danger of being surrounded? The answer is no. I can't move here. So they're not in danger of being surrounded. Are they out of contact? No, because of where they are right now, they can make contact. Are they dispersed? No. Are they eligible for an improvement position? Yes. I believe this one is. Yes, it is. So they're going to activate. So we got 2 fill the gaps. They're not going to do it. The guy that's in the VP hex isn't going to move at all, and the other one is already preserving a line. And you can see that. Actually, no. The one in the VP hex is preserving the line. The one that's low on fuel or low in supplies is redundant. He's not necessary to fill the gap. The question is there a unit proximate to which a German unit is also proximate that he can actually move to? And the answer is there's nowhere he can move that a German can also move to. I'm looking at that 3 that's next to Elsenborg and the Piper unit, but there's no way he could move there. He'd have to go across the river, and he doesn't have enough movement points. So he's not going to fill the gap. And like I said, both commands are the same, so we get to skip them. And then there's move, and this only applies if you're not adjacent to a German unit, and they're both adjacent to a German unit. So nothing happens. This guy does get an improvement marker. Okay, that wasn't fun. All right, now it's our turn, and I have some cards here. This one would activate the 26 VG and or the FBB. The 26 is this guy and this guy. The FBB that's the 26 as well. The FBB is actually this guy. So we could deploy him with this card. That's not a bad idea. We can also try to activate any one unit. I don't know which one unit I would want to activate. We could try to activate, in fact, like this unit, right? And move him down. The problem is we already, well, we didn't activate him. We only activated the 5F. So this unit could still activate. Because this bridge is destroyed, I still wouldn't be able to get behind this tank. That's what I want to do. But I can activate one unit and move him here. The problem is I have 3 cards left, okay? I do want to activate the yellow core. That's not a question. So then what am I going to do with the other 2? The other 2, this guy has combat engineers, which can be used to remove that improvement marker that guy got. So I'm leaning towards we're going to do that. This one, I can either deploy the powerful unit, or I can activate these guys, which then would cause these 2 to trigger. And if we trigger the roadblock markers now, when these guys are not available, the roadblock markers are going to put reinforcements that are in the same core as the closest ally. So I can make both of these roadblock markers go away, is what I'm trying to say to you. So if you active German unit starts adjacent to a roadblock, okay? So by activating that unit, I would make him start adjacent to the roadblock. I remove the roadblock, and if it was in Allied supply, I conduct a roadblock reserve check. Well, if the die value is less than or equal to the hold value, which is another check, just like the roadblock check was, an Allied reserve unit goes into the hex. If there's none available, no units. If more than one is available, select a reserve unit before an out-of-contact unit. But see, the reserve unit or out-of-contact unit has to be from the same army as the on-map unit. So the army for them is the 3rd Army. See how it's the lighter green? Oh, you know what? That would mean that that 10th armor would show up. Those 10th armor. Ooh, I don't want that. It says, if possible, take a unit in the same division. If none, then take in the same corps. Okay, so I'm running a risk that I would cause reinforcements to come out. See, this is a 3 and a 2, and I would just have to roll greater than a 3, and this would just go away. Greater than a 2 to make that go away. You know what? I'm not going to do anything there. I'm going to go back to my other plan, and we're going to do this to just deploy this guy, and it just has to be 3 spaces away from an allied city or unit. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking, is there any, I'm trying to look for the deployment rules to see if there's anything special that I need to do. Here we go, German reserve deployment. So it has to be within the unit's army area, that's the squiggly lines. In a road hex that's a valid supply head, no problem, at least 3 hexes away from a non-isolated allied unit or allied town, within 3 hexes of a unit in the same division, or same corps, which is what this would be. And reserve units in the same division carrying the same impulse must be plain in this. Okay, that's if you have more than one. So yeah, let's just place this guy, and I get to put him within 3 spaces of an allied town, as long as it's within supply for me. So, and it also has to be within 3 spaces of the unit. And I'm going to get really crazy here, and I'm going to stretch these rules. And I'm going to put it there. It's within 3 units, 3 spaces of its core. It's within 3 of an allied town. 3 of that town, 3 of that town. So I also have supply, because I can just follow this road right to my supply chain. So I have supply. And then what this is going to allow me to do is sneak in behind. And I don't have to do roadblock checks, because I didn't move. I just appeared. Ta-da! Okay, and so that'll let me get behind these guys. So I'm putting on the pressure. That's this unit. Okay, so then I'm going to do this one, and we're going to activate, and this will be our last impulse. And then this will be my last video, by the way, guys. I'm definitely not going to start the next day. although I'm excited. I want to see how this goes. All it takes is just a couple bad battles and I'll be back to hating the game again. Okay, so we're going to activate yellow. I'm definitely going to attack this low supply guy, the fry guy, right? So I have some really damaged units here, but they will at least add combat chits to the battle. These guys are a little more powerful. And then these guys can move forward. And this guy can move 1, 2, and he cannot join because this would cost him 2 movement points. He doesn't have 2 more. I do have 3 units here. I can move this for 1, and then this guy can move to join the battle. So we got him flanked, okay? And then these guys can move 1, 2 to there. Now the Piper unit can leave for 2 points and come in for 3. This one will join the Piper, and this one has 5 movement points. So can I do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. You know what? He can at least go here. So now we got 2 sets of units attacking here, these attacking here. I'm playing combat engineers, which will destroy, and I'm going to put the marker, the low supply marker out. So we destroyed his improvement. So let's do the Piper battle first. That one's a tougher one because he has 2 units here. This is 6 strength. And we have 5, 10, 15, 17, we have 20. So we're 3 to 1. We don't have him flanked. Actually, we do have him flanked because I'm going to do the same trick I did before. I'm going to just add one of these troops, just one of them, is going to attack here. So 5, 10, 15, 17, 20. This is a 3, so all I need to do is add 1 for 21. No, I'm sorry, this is a 6. So what would I need? I would need 6 times 4, I would need 24. So, yeah, I can't do it. So I'm going to just add 1 strength to there for 21, okay? So now, oh, never mind. I can't flank a town. Forget it, forget it. Just these 2 are attacking here. Okay. The minimum are 4 chits. The maximum is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he draws a card. He got engineers, which doesn't do anything. So that's good news for us. So let's... he is in a town that's broken terrain. So let's see how we do here. 1 and 2. Okay, we are not 4 to 1. We are 3 to 1. So this does not happen. Is the attacker green? Nope, the attacker is elite. So we hit. So that's 1 hit, but that's canceled by the town. Oh, we're supposed to draw 4. Never mind. Let's get 2 more out. There is no flank attack because it's a town. And there is a defender adjacent. Dang it. Should have done the other one first. Okay, and so we drew 4. There was only 1 more to draw, so... combat engineer, we do have one. The defender is not recon. So combat engineer, we do get a hit on him. He gets a hit on us, and this one's absorbed by the town. So just 1 hit on him. And that's going to be enough to make him retreat. So let's get this out of the way. Their ideal retreat is here, but the only place they can retreat is there. So they're going to move to there. They don't take any step losses or anything. But the important thing is, we do have to take a hit. So I'm just going to hit this infantry here. And the important thing is we can move in and take the city, and that scores us 1, 2 victory points. So we just put a nice little kibosh on them, and then this Piper unit can move in and then move out. Nope, he cannot, because that's the zone of control. So the Piper unit's going to stay where he is. That unit will move into there, and I actually, even though we didn't hurt them, I like the outcome. We got the 2 points. We pushed them out of the city that they really were trying to protect. And we effectively surrounded this guy, because now we're going to attack this guy. Okay, so it's 4 chits minimum again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we played a combat tactic, 10. So it's a 10 maximum. 4 minimum, 10 maximum. This is mega battle time. He is out of fuel, so he cannot use a combat tactic. So this engineers does not help him. Actually, our engineers would have canceled his, but still, he doesn't get a combat tactic. He just was checking for undetected defender. Actually, he's out of communication, so that wouldn't have worked either. Okay, so getting back to this, he's in trouble. So let's get some hits on him, and if we even make him retreat, he's taking a hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Declares the thumb war. Okay, what terrain is he in? I'm checking right now. Oh, he's in a forest. What a sticker. Okay, so that cancels a hit. The attacker is not green, so those two cancel each other out. He is flanked, and this one doesn't happen, although, or no, he's unsupplied. That's right, he's got the out of supply marker. Yeah! All right, so we got another hit on him. All right, so that was 4. I'm going to go up to 10. So 6 more. 1, done. Gotta push these back in. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, one of you. 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, yes, we're going to have a large attack. That's another hit. The attacker is elite. That's another hit. We got to figure this out later. Is it the 5th Panzer? It is not. It's the 6th. So that one's out. Only the attacker has armor. That is absolutely true. It's a large attack. Okay, so 4-1 or less than 3-1. Let's check. He does have a lot of strength. He has 6, in fact. So this is 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 15, 18, 21. So we're 3-1. So we're not quite 4-1. We're not less than 3-1. So that just goes out. This was wonderful. These two cancel. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we would have canceled a hit on us. That is wonderful. So 6. So he's going to retreat twice and then take 4 hits. And he only has 4 pips on him. And the first retreat is going to take a hit. So he would retreat once and take a hit. Then he would retreat a second time and not take a hit. Okay? But then he would take 3 more hits because that was only 2 of the hits, and then he still has 4 more left. So we just eliminated 2 units, and that's another victory point for the good guys. Okay, so that was huge because now this gets to push forward, and since he had a retreat path, we do get to go. No. Hold on, let me think this through. Yes. He had a retreat path, so even though he was eliminated, we get to follow it. It's only if he gets eliminated before he retreats that it's an issue. It's a really wonky thing. But this effectively puts him out of supply. And that's what I like about it. And then these units, I can't really do anything with. So I'm going to just set them back, keep them back here. I can't like move them up. I can move them to here. I don't know if there's an advantage. I mean, I guess there is, because then I can, yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to move them up to here. So now I got more strength against him for later. Okay, so I want to make sure that no roads can get into here for the Allies. This road right now does. So that's a problem. So the Allies now have supply all the way down into here and up to there. So what I did was really wrong. I shouldn't have moved this blue unit from there. I'm not saying an Allied unit's going to show up there because they would be in risk of being surrounded. But we just created a pickle. We have the road cut off in every other way except for right here. And we had it cut off, but then I moved out. So I needed to be more... That could backfire on us. That's all I'm saying. That was really dumb of me to do. Especially since that blue attack didn't even, result to anything. Okay, that ends our impulse. They get to go. So they got a no command. So they're going to do combat engineers, which means that one of these roadblocks are going to come out. I don't know which one, so let's look. Highest HV, and then westernmost, and then northernmost. This is a 2, that's a 2, that's a 3. Oh, there's one way up here. That's a 4. So that's the one that's going to happen. And the 4, oh yeah, it's going to get one of these guys. So see these S's, they come out first. And then it's going to be whoever's the lowest number. So that's a 5, that's a 6. So that 5 is coming out first. And it's going to go there. So that's what happens, and I don't know. I mean, that's not the end of the world. I already warned you that they would come out. I'm actually impressed that they haven't yet. So that ends December 18th. So when we resume, we're going to start December 19th. I'm probably going to have to start with the bazillion mistakes that people pointed out that I made. But I think this was a solid. If I did make some mental errors or whatever, it's going to be fine. This is a solid game so far. We certainly created a bulge. That's for certain. We're pounding the middle. And in fact, we have to wait until December 20th before we could even go south of this squiggly. So these guys, I can't go down and help them until later. But the 5th Army is definitely doing its mark. That armor right there is holding stout. So I'm having trouble taking him out. Those 2 units are obviously going to be an issue. So the 5th Army may have stalled there. But beyond that, we're doing great. Okay, thanks for watching. Stay awesome. And I hope you're enjoying this game as much as I am. And if you are, I'll definitely see you in the next playthrough. So, yeah, thank you.